What's up guys, it's Pro Gamer Man back with another video, and today we're going to be playing Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. I have been playing this actually for the past couple weeks, but I haven't made a video on it yet. But it's a really good game. If you don't know already, I'm big into cars, so this is just a great game, because every single detail of a car you can just work on and fix cars and build cars up from scrap, So anyways, I won't be starting from the beginning, but might as well just hop into the game and show you where I'm at. Alright, so here are the cars that I'm working on currently. But basically what this game is you can just go in and you literally can take apart an entire engine, every single part, and yeah, so if you take a look at this, you have many tools. So like examine tool, you can see what parts are wrong that you have examined already, or when you get a car it might tell you what is wrong with it already, and then as you can see, some parts I haven't found are wrong, but there are already some parts there are like, okay, these parts are wrong, you need to at least replace these, and you need to replace these, but you need to find them first. So with that said, since like the fuel filter that said it was bad when I got the car, so it's not like I've taken these off or examined or anything. It's just, I've already seen that. So, yeah, basically you can take apart an entire car. One of the cars I will show you actually right now. If I go to the parking garage. Basically this parking garage is where you can store more cars. Because the garage that you have can only store like 4 cars. 2 on the lifts and then 2 in the entrances, but these are 2 of the cars I pretty much built from the bottom up. This one I found in a barn, and the body work was in actually really good condition, but everything else didn't do so well. With the engine and everything, I had to pretty much put a new block in there, and so I had to take apart the entire engine, pretty much everything. Not everything, but almost everything I had to replace that was in there already, and then add a couple parts that were missing, but other than that it wasn't that bad. We might be able to start up the car here. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't think we can rev it or anything, but yeah, that's this car. It's nice because it's like it's an inline 6. I love the sound of inline 6 engines, but yeah, I love this car. That's in the game anyway. And then this one I actually bought at a junkyard, and the only things that were in it were literally these body panels back here, and a bad engine block, but basically the whole engine was missing. But as you can see, all the parts that's rusted, or not the original color, is what was in the car. Not even the seats, steering wheel, anything. So I just ended up replacing the engine block and buying every single part of the engine: belts, tensioners, headers, engine block, pistons, conrods, camshafts, crankshaft, everything you can think of in an engine I had to put together. And then that doesn't include any of the suspension work either. Like, there's literally all the suspension parts are bad, so I had to take even the subframe and excuse me, I'm dying of a sickness. Anyway, that's not even including the all the suspension work that I had to do. I literally had to replace all the suspension, drive shaft, everything, literally every single part on the car, and the body panels as well. If I could, I would have painted the entire car, but I have not unlocked the paint shop yet. But when I do, I will paint this car. because this is really bugging me that it's not all one color and that this is like rusted and everything. But this car I won't paint because it's in really good condition, really. But this one definitely needs to be painted. But this one is a V8. Yeah, I had to put, I just put a random steering wheel and seat in there because there was literally no seat or anything. Let's start her up. Oh yeah, start right up. Can't really hear it that much, but they do have like a racetrack and stuff that you can just race the cars on. You don't just because you can. But yeah, those are the two cars. This one took about 4 or 5 hours across like 2 days. Yeah, it took a while. And then this one didn't take as long because I already had parts there. But this one I had to build up from the bottom up and all the suspension, whereas this one was pretty much okay. Just had to replace some of the brake stuff. But yeah, those are cars I've built so far. Yeah, so that's been pretty fun. To buy it cheap. I think I got the car from the junkyard for like $500 or something like that, and I put about like 50,000 into it. But it's probably worth, if I paint it, it's probably worth about 115, at least in-game money. But as you can see, I'm already level 17, and let's see, can I upgrade anything? Nope, not yet. Oh wait, no, I can. Oh wait, no, I don't. I don't have any skill points. But yeah, it's a really fun game. One of my the people at my school that I have class with, we're both like computer guys and or gamers, I guess you can say, as we all are. And yeah, he was like, yeah, there's this game called Car Mechanic Simulator, and yeah, I heard of it. You know, I've seen a couple videos on it, but I was like, you know, it just doesn't really seem like too much fun. But I was like, what the hell? It's only like $15. You know, what can be that bad about it? And hey, I like cars, so might as well learn a couple things while I'm at it. And yeah, it's been great. As you can see, like I've had it for like maybe 2.5 or 3 weeks now. I'm already level 17. I'm already like halfway through the game. I've been playing. I probably have like, I don't even know, probably like 30 hours in the game already. But yeah, I don't know why I keep walking between the two cars. But yeah, this is like the one that I rebuilt in my garage, and then this one is just a cool car. I don't know, but anyway, they at least, I think what's good is that they at least tell you what's wrong with most of it. I hate these like undiscovered parts, because sometimes even after you use all the tools and everything that you can use to diagnose what it could be, you still don't, it still says undiscovered. So it could be literally anything. And like I remember like one time I could not find out what it was for the life of me, even after all the diagnostic tests and compression tests and OBD scanners and everything. I don't know why, but I could not find out what the problem was. And so I literally ripped apart the whole car, and the engine and everything all the way down to the block, and I still couldn't find out what the problem was. And one of the things that it doesn't test is the frickin' fuel pump, and it's in the back here. I don't know if you can see it, all the way in the fuel tank back here on top. And there's no way you can't even see it. Like if you're under the car, you can't even see the fuel tank. And if you just hover here, you can't even tell that it's there, unless you get like, yeah, a certain spot. But so, you know, I wasn't even thinking about like the fuel pump being back here. You know, I'm not even thinking about a fuel tank. And that's what the problem is most of the time. So normally if I go through all the diagnostics and I can't find out what the problem is, it's most likely the fuel pump. So I'll just go look there, and if it's not, then I'm like, okay, I have no clue what this is. But I've never not finished a car in this game, and that's something to say, because there's a couple times where I've been like, oh my god, I don't know what to do. But anyway, also the cars that make the most money in this game are the ones that have just the transmission problems, because the transmission and everything is really easy to get to, and they cost a lot of money, so they pay high for a little amount of money. So that's normally what I look out for. Normally when there's an engine problem, I hate doing those, especially since I'm at a higher level now. Those engine problems are a lot harder and they take a lot more time for the money. So sometimes I'm just like, no, I don't want to do that. But if you are into cars, I definitely recommend getting this game, because I have learned a lot about cars from this game and how they work, and yeah, just a lot of things that I didn't know before, and I'm actually really glad about that. But in this video, I guess I will show you. This one has a transmission problem, I think, or no, wait, let's see what problems it has. So we need to replace pretty much all the filters in the car, get into the engine, replace some of the cam gears, because it's a V6, so there is there really 4 cam gear? Is this a 4 cam V6? I guess so. Unusual. Water pump, belt tensioner. So it's nothing big. Change oil. So this is okay, controlling car feels loose. Okay, so I'm pretty sure those 3 parts are the steering rack and this inner tie rod. Although I will probably do a suspension test real quick and see what the problem is. Oh, cannot start engine. Okay. Yeah, let's replace the fuel filter real quick. I think I have a part for that already. Nope. Alright, so basically what you do is you replace the parts in the car, and in order to do that, you take the part off, but then you have to go and buy it. So we are replacing the fuel filter. Oh, I cannot fail. Fuel filter, and then you just go ahead and buy it. And it's not like you have to worry about how much money you're spending on these parts, because obviously you will get paid the parts plus labor, so it is not that big of an issue. Timing cover, we should be able to get to the cams from here. Oh yeah, but I have to take off the belt and stuff first. Just gonna go ahead and fast forward through this because it takes a while. Alright, there we go. Got everything off the car that we needed that is broken. We already replaced the oil filter up there. We took out all of these parts, and we will eventually get to that. So then once I do that, once we take off those parts, we're going to go ahead and go to online, the interwebs, and we're going to look up cam gear. And this is a V6B, so we want that, but we need to replace all 4 of them. So we're going to do that, and we need a water pump for the V6B here, and we need a belt tensioner, which isn't engine specific, and we don't need to look up the whole word. There you go. And if you are playing this game and you are in the if you're earlier level, you will not have the tablet mode yet, because you need to get to a certain level to be able to do that. So you have to walk over to the computer every time, which was a bit annoying at first, but it is what it is. Also, I noticed the other day that we have hit 10,000 views on the channel, which is incredible. I think we also just had our 100 videos uploaded, which is awesome as well. So I'm pretty happy where this channel is at right now. Again, dying. So yeah, I'm really excited. It does mean a lot to me. You know, I've been trying. Lately I haven't been trying as much as I used to, but I've been trying a long time to try and build up this channel, and to see a number like 10,000 views is insane. I just can't even like think about that. I know it sounds a little bit crazy to some people who are like, oh, this kid only has like 50 subscribers, but you know, if you have your own channel and you hit a milestone like that, you know what I'm talking about. You know, next again, dying. Yeah, my next goal is gonna be 20,000 views, and we'll just keep going on from there. Obviously I want to try and hit 100 subscribers, and then 500, and then 1,000, and then so on and so forth. But I have a couple channels right now that I'm doing, like my personal channel, Connor Stoneman. You know, I've been doing vlogs and car videos on that channel, and that does not sound very good. But yeah, like car videos and stuff like that, and it's been pretty good. But it's weird having to do like two different channels, like a gaming channel and a personal channel, I guess. You know, I'd like to have one channel, but you know, one channel's doing better than the other, and I don't want to just ditch this channel when we've just hit such a milestone like 10,000 views. Alright, so there was nothing wrong. We didn't find anything wrong with the car right there. So I'm wondering if, because there is a test track that we can go to, and I'm wondering if it will do steering. So as you can see on here, there's a lot of barns you can do barn finds with. Racetrack, like I said. Off-road is a DLC. There is a couple DLCs for this game, and I do recommend getting a few of them. Like the Mazda DLC, it has like the RX-7 in it, so you can even work on those, and that's pretty fun. But right now we want to go to the test track, and we're working on the Roadster, V6 Roadster. And all you have to do is put your foot down or your finger on W and get moving here. Wow, this car's actually pretty good. I just can't drive with WASD. See if we can fly this car. No. Oh, yes, we can. Whoa, whoa! What happened to that cone? Oh, it's just going. Just okay. Goodbye. Okay, that's funny. All right. Yeah, the physics aren't that good for driving, but you know, at least you can get to drive the cars and listen to them. Alright, let's see if we can figure out what the problem is from that test, because it does test steering, I guess, and suspension, so hopefully I do think I know two of the parts that we need to replace. Oh, okay, so why am I dying? So we have to replace the steering rack, the inner tie rod, and the outer tie rod, which I think will have us required to take the tire off, if I'm not mistaken. Alright, oh, whoa, that's okay. So we need to replace this and that. Yeah, so we need to take the tire off. But I think we need to take both tires off because it is connected to the steering rack. Since we need to replace the steering rack. Okay, I don't know why I did that. I was thinking it was a front wheel drive car and the axle goes there. Anyway. And then we gotta take out the inner tie rod, and then we gotta do the same for the other side. And then outer tie rod, inner tie rod. Ugh. Why did it go all the way over there? I have no clue. Take that out, and then take out that. So now what we have to order: steering rack, and then you can just look up tie, and that'll show up. So it don't even have to. It doesn't even take that long. And put that back in. Put that back in. And then put the tires back on and do an oil change, replace the filters, and then we'll be done with this car. Oh wait, no, we need to find the need to find out what's wrong with the unless it says, oh, okay, yeah, alright. And while we're down here, we will replace the oil filter. And oh yeah, we need the air filter as well. So this one, it'll probably just use that, but I want to make sure I get the right one before. Wait, is that the right one? Yeah, it's. Yes, this one is I6. Why did I do that? And sometimes there'll be parts that aren't actually specific to that car, so sometimes you'll have like a V8 exhaust on like a V6, or sometimes you'll have a oil filter for like this, in this case an oil filter for an i6 even though it's a V6. So yeah, so I don't necessarily look for parts that are supposed to go with the car. That's why I always make sure I find the part that came off the car, not what I think should go back on the car. So yeah, that was just a generic air filter, which I can just use here. And then we can do an oil change, which I actually should have done when the car was lifted, but that's okay. Alright, and then all we have to do is an oil change and this car is done. So that what you do is you just move that over to your thing and just pretty much you press use equipment and that drains it, and then you just move it back and lower the car back down, so now the car has no oil. Drained out all the oil, and then you put the oil back in the car. And you pretty much just fill it up until it starts spewing at the top. I know that's not realistic at all, but that's just how it's done in this game because there's no way to tell when it's topped off. So when you see that, you pretty much just let go and then you're done. And then I usually just go back through the checklist, make sure I've checked off everything, and we're done. Anyways, guys, if you guys want to see another car mechanic simulator video with me either repairing this car, because I think this one has a lot more to do with it. Yeah, a lot. Yeah, general engine work. A lot more to do to it than yeah. Look at that. Look at all that rust. Oh yeah, that's an engine block right there. Then let me know. But anyways, guys, that's that was this video. I just want to make a video because, one, I haven't made a video in a while, and two, we reached 10,000 views. So yeah, I just want to let you guys know that, hey, I'm not oblivious. I know where my channel's at right now, and I want to try and start uploading more. So yeah, I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.